Wow. I'm currently playing a phantom detective. And this is the episode 1, the first 6. Barry Dalton has killed Dr. calls Sultan for the police, find himself plunged into perplexing mystery when his close friend, Detective Brown, seeks his expertise on an unusual case. Bear with me because I don't have contact lenses right now or eyeglass. So, medyo malabang ang aking paningin. But I'm very far away naman sa phone ko. Then, the 5 nude bodies have been discovered at the local docks, each from different backgrounds, races, and genders, seemingly unconnected. The lack of identifiable marks or traces leaves the police baffled, unable to determine their identities. So, nakita ko lang siya sa, syempre, Google Play. Then, yeah. I like detective games. So, let's start. Baka mamaya kasi may mga advertisement. Pero ito.
Police chief has announced that the killer of the Callahan family, a case that has shocked the entire city, remains at large. Despite tireless efforts, no substantial information or clues have emerged to point toward a suspect in this horrific crime. The community continues to rally around Mr. Callahan, who lost his wife and infant, while demanding a more thorough investigation from local officials.
I moved to this town when I was just a kid, back when my old man landed a job at a bank. Mom didn't want us growing up in a one-horse town, working in some soul-sucking factory. Our apartment was barely bigger than a shoebox, and the walls had more mold than a loaf of forgotten bread. But at least back then we could play outside without worrying about a meth head making a scene. Folks were poor, but they were friendly. Kids played stickball in the alleys, and the scariest thing around was Old Man Jenkins and his damn broom. Now the city's gone to hell in a handbasket. A cesspool of corruption and decay, like something out of a bad movie. They've paved over every green patch and squeezed in more of those hideous concrete slabs. The gap between the rich and the poor is a mile wide, and in the spaces between, crime breeds like rats. The drug trade's booming, and muggings are more common than pigeons. Someone gets whacked at least once a week, and the cops are up to their necks trying to keep the chaos at bay. This whole story kicked off in late November 2010 when I was deep in the grind, working as a cipher consultant for the Nashville PD. It was my job to read between the lines of chaos and make sense of a city that was spiraling out of control. Back then, crime in Nashville was hitting its peak, like some kind of sick crescendo. The city was a powder keg, ready to blow, and I was smack in the middle, watching the fireworks. In that chaos, it was easy to miss the whispers of something darker lurking beneath the surface.
Wow.
Well, hello again. My desk. Perhaps I should rearrange it a bit, because this mess and the hole in the wall are making me depressed. Okay, let's see if we have any new messages.
I am so sorry. Isipin ko siya. Oh, is that with you? Don't worry, I can sleep anyway. Is it insomnia again? Or laziness? Both really. I feel for you. But seriously for being up so early. Another date with a cup of hot coffee at Starbucks. Wow, they mentioning brands. More like a date with destiny. That called tonal murder at relax. Really? Wow, you said something serious. It's the docs. I'm probably choosing the first choice. So probably just another bunch of junkies fighting over a test. Oh my god. I don't know if yung electric fan naririnig dito sa mic. Anyways, if I got $1 for every junkie there, I have my own right now. Need any help? I can bring coffee and more support. No thanks. Better stay at home. Yeah. Have you seen the weather? Oh. I haven't had rains like this in a long time. Dito, kapon lang umulan. It's pouring down. It's 5 degrees. Fucking cold. Yeah, there's no cold day. At least it will look nice. Alright, may taxi here. Nasaan ba siya? Ay nga pala, papunta siya ang Stay in touch. I might need some of your wise advice. I'm seeing the officer Palmer. So that was it. With analysis. You're a cipher schedule because it is advertised sent by the police. Click on the link. I'm clicking. Note the highlighted letters. There's A, C, M. A. Again. A, C, M, C, U. Click on the sheet numbers will appear above the highlighted letters. 583. Oh. Okay. Sige. Parang hindi talaga ako bago yung hindi kasi ako nagsasalita pag naglalaro. So, press the red button once you finish with the configuration. Kasi na. Oh my god. Ayan naman eh. Wala namang letter niya. So yung kanina yun. Oh my god. Ano na yun? Makain kasi ako. Ayun na.
Frank's a good cop, though sometimes he can't handle things without my help. We could have been great partners if I'd chosen the police academy over engineering school. Mom was scared cops in this town didn't last long and pushed me towards a safer path. Plus, guns and 4 a.m. wake-ups freak me out.
Okay. It's two residents. This evening noises were coming from the sixth floor, disturbing people's sleep. Every day. Oh. The landlady. Please be considerate and clean up after yourself if you want to make a mess. This is your own apartment. Don't respect other people while use the corridors. I think we will have a good idea who's this concerns. I don't want to accuse anyone specifically right now. I think the person responsible will draw the right conclusion. I agree. This isn't the first time. Okay. No magre-reply.
In reality, there are some genuinely good people in my building. Statistically, though, you can't have a place with 120 residents without a few jerks. Now we all have to endure the antics of a handful of drunks and junkies.
Bakit kasama naman yung nasa amin? Another one. Wow. Early. Who are you? Why are you online so early? Haha. Friendly ba ito? I've been making them up since I was 14, running out of vocabulary. Real life will become a bit more boring. No! Bakit ba siya? Nah, I don't know. Ay! Oh my God, baby! Hana! That's my cat. Hindi yung nakikita eh, pero kulit niya kasi. Nasaan ako? It's all because you hardly ever leave the house. You work all day, that can drive you crazy, I know. Pero syempre, denial tayo. Okay. When I have time. Because I'm a workaholic. Find the time, please. Okay. Don't overact. Girlfriend ba kita? Yeah. Okay, later, alligator. Oh, great article from you. So, maybe Audrey is a reporter, writer. Ayun yung nagsulat sa article. Anyway, I'm expecting it from myself.
My sister and I get along well,
Oh my God.
though sometimes she slips into a maternal role and scolds me over the smallest things. It amuses me sometimes. She grew up faster and tries to be the responsible one. She's better at it than I am, to be honest.
Sorry talaga. Wow. Nasa pang ulit. No problem. What happened? I'm attacking the fort. I am like a voice over. I'm just kidding. I'm at the docks near the fort at the crime scene. And what's going on there? And I'm a girl now. So, yeah. I never seen anything like this part. We have a mass murder. Oh my God. May na ang puso ko dito. Ba't nga ako? Hindi, joke lang. 6 bodies? Kaya pala the first 6. Almost all wrapped in some dark cloud treatment only will go Don't rush, we'll start from the beginning. Pwede ko muna makita. Oh my God! Someone called this truck saying they found bodies near the dock. Derek and Carter responded in conversation. 5 women and 1 man. One man. The man is the only one not trapped in the concrete. He was lying on the concrete, face down like he was not last or wasn't meant to be hidden at all. That's something. What's that? That's something. There's hardly any blood. Sumulan. Diba? It rained all night. Maybe it washed everything away. Oh fucking God. Outside, near the container. Others inside. Bear with me. Yung iba, kasayin nyo na lang. Hey. Others inside it. That's what Carter says. Wow, very strange too. Maybe the killer wasn't trying to get rid of the bodies, but something went wrong. Didn't have enough time or was interrupted. That would explain why the man wasn't wrapped in public, but that's too risky for the killer. What was he trying to achieve? Something doesn't add up to it. Who found the bodies? Maybe can do the tour. Security guard. He was doing research for rocks. He passed by here at midnight. Everything was clear. Then at 5 in the morning in some peace. Fucking God. But even so, it doesn't help much. Yes. Let's go. Bilisan nyo. Bilisan nyo naman. So, no leads. Nothing. Wow. This is serious here. The police at the scene say everything's been. Black and Carter have already searched everywhere. Sorry, I'm eating. And worst of all, we don't even know who the victims are. No documents on them, all undressed and no trace of their clothes anywhere. This is something starting to sound like some kind of ritual. Okay. I choose number 2. Yeah. First, we need to identify the victims. That's the first step. Derek is working on it. We'll check the faces against the database, and but it will take a lot of time. Maybe one of them is this as missing. Maybe it's a hitman. It's a work of the mafia. It's a work of drug cartel. How do you know, Barry? How do you know? Oh, joke lang. Maybe nga eh. Maybe it's work of a drug cartel. Human traffickers. Kasi, anong tao yun eh? Na lang. Wow. Okay. Yes. Sorry, dude. More likely it's connected to drug cart. Drug cartels often contain the drugs for transporting the goods who working on the Twins case right now. Did the vice squad say anything? This doesn't look people style. It's a new player. Yeah. Bad news. Alright, I have to go. They said the guy found something. Sabihin mo sa akin. Please.
Doubt that this is the Kearns drug cartel. There is clearly something wrong with this case.
Ngayon pala dapat magsalita. Sorry. Does anyone have a mixer at too powerful on R? I can. Sino ka, Larry? Pangalan ko'y Barry. Huwag ka pupunta dyan. Tay ka.
The weather in the city will remain cold and wet this week. The whole day will be cloudy, with heavy rains expected in the morning, followed by thunderstorms and strong winds in the evening. And now to the other news. The police have closed the case of the murder of the Callahan family on the night of Independence Day due to a lack of clues. On July 5th at about 2 a.m., an unknown person broke into the Callahan home and brutally murdered Nancy Callahan and her 2-year-old daughter. Lloyd Callahan, Nancy's husband, was serving in the Army at the time and found out what had happened when he returned home the next day. The case received widespread press coverage, and people across the city expressed support for the man who lost his wife and daughter in the same day. The police detained a suspect, a poor man who, on a dose of drugs, could have broken into the house to rob it, but he was acquitted in court and released due to lack of evidence.
Oh man. Who are you? Dalton, wake up. It's Stoffel. Right? The guy stumbled on something interesting during a raid on one of Keen's facilities. A note with strange encrypted information. Looks like an official document, but the content doesn't match any real contracts. Might be a lead on a new lab. Were you still working on them? Not yet, to get the judge to issue a warrant. But if the intel checks out, we might be able to take down one of their kitchens too. Vice Department. Mamaya ka na. Figure out while we prep the team. Time short, so don't stall. Expect result ASAP. How can I possibly... Oh my god. Okay. Ay, got it, boss. On it now. Abos ko yun. Sorry na.
John Stoffel is the chief of police, strict, uncompromising, and always in control. He's got a reputation for being ruthless when it comes to cleaning up the streets, but his name pops up in local scandals more often than I'd like to admit. Some say he's knee-deep in dirty deals, but I'm not buying it. I've worked with the man long enough to know he's not as crooked as the papers make him out to be.
Y is equals to M. Kate and you. Why 14? 14. Tama ba ginagawa ko? hindi naman C. Wala mga hayat. Ay, hindi siya. Scissor cipher to. Oh my god. Technical documentation for the purchase of chemicals and laboratory equipment. Supplier, Quantum Supplies Ltd. Recipient, Blackwood Industrial Date 14/3/2025. Oh, March 14, 2025. Okay. List of purchases, methyl benzene. Okay. 200 liters. Oh, hindi ko na sabihin niya kasi sobrang mabubul na ako. So it must be a chemical base. Oh my god. Okay. Then oh. Okay, okay. Dalton, the notes check out. It's the warehouse in the industrial zone. I mobilize a team. The raid starts in 30 minutes. Keep an eye on the comms in case more leads come. Cut that, boss. You have your names, Barry. All of them at once? At once? Sorry. At once? The man remains unidentified. The guy found the locked suitcase in the hideout. Contained document and password of all 5 women. Yeah, we need to hide down in the secret suitcase. Did someone not want us to know their names? Then that someone will have hidden them better. In any case, I think that documents are quite important. Katarzyna Zimzak, 22 years old, born Mernova Maria Vladimirovna. Russian? Okay. Mao Yan. Hello, oh my god. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Sure it does. It does. Kasi iba-iba yung ano nila, Poland, Russia, China, Italy, and the other one is Russia too. So what do we have so far? Di ba kakasabi ko lang? An unknown guy who looks like an American, all found shotgun in a container to docks. What are they doing in our country and what connects them? How did they end up naked in a container with bullet holes in their heads? We need more information. Siyempre. I don't have much knowledge about barrel gun, something like that. So, no weapon found. Oo nga. Ano yun? Tumagos lahat? Hindi, joke lang. Maybe he didn't kill them all in a container. Oh, sa bagay. Maybe. Pero may time pa siyang magtanggal ng mga, bullets sa head ng victim. In any case, we can learn anything more. Now we wait for the ballistics report. Alright, they're about to take the bodies. Let's see what pathology says.
6 victims. They were supposed to be sipping tea at home, but ended up in a container with a bullet hole in their heads, thousands of miles away across the ocean. Who are they? Random tourists? Or are they somehow connected?
Dadam naman magsalita. Sorry. Hindi ko mabigyan ng justice. Do you remember Jane Pulaski? I used to hang out with her a lot. I don't remember. I don't fucking know who she is. It's not important. She's working on her thesis for university. And she needs help from a police officer. Go on. Just consult her. You've been involved in serious investigations before. You can help her. It wouldn't take much of your time. Alright, I help. Because you're my big sister. Thank you. You're welcome. Sis. Never pala. Sorry. Hello, she's very beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in that. I'm serious. When was the last time you asked a girl out? You're making me out to be some kind of loser. Baka loser ka talaga, buddy. I'm just trying to help. Okay. I think you're overestimating my abilities. Don't be so modest. Even though I was the most beautiful in our family. But you're not bad either. Wow. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Wow. Okay. Good afternoon. Uy, Patricia. How are you? There's a broken window in the corridor on the 4th floor. The ground is covered in shards. We need to call clear before someone gets hurt. Oh, fuck. Jughead. Jones. I'll be free in about 50 minutes. I will clean up my stuff. No need to wait for the clearer until tomorrow. Good job, thank you. I call the service now to have a new window installed tomorrow. Were the kids playing football in the corridor again? I heard them making noise today. I doubt it was the kids. There are a lot of cigarette butts near the window. Kids won't play there. Cigarette butts and bottles will have broken the window. You think it was the drunks again? Careful, they might be reading the chat too. Ha, let them be. Let them read. Yeah, Sophia, say it to their face too. Let's not sort this out in the chat right now. We'll fix the window, clean up the mess, and if anyone continues drinking in the corridors, we'll call the police. That's nice, Martha. We'll need to dress warmer. Oh, wrong. Tell me. It's nice. The game is nice. We identified the last victim. I like the woman. The man is from our city. Oh my God. Alex Gilmore. March 20, 1974. Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know if I read that correctly. Hilton knew Arthur and Cole. Skills characteristic. Height 181. Tungkol 76 kilogram. Average body composition and the finger. One of the owner of the Hilton New Hotel at Madison Halsey. His father-in-law owns the chain of this hotel and is a close friend of Vice Governor. Oh wow, so he has good connections. His wife said he was supposed to go to a conference in Baltimore for a few days, but he hasn't been in touch since yesterday. Oo nga. The killer knew he won't be home for days. He planned everything. We need to catch this after as soon as possible. I just listened to stuff. You should handle this case quite negatively. All will be more only before use this, but this one is likely an influencer. I know you feel about working but this one seems like a good thing. Did you talk to his family? I don't know. Talk to Alex's wife. She said he had no enemies. Everyone loved him and she doesn't know who could have wished him harm. Business was going smoothly, no financial problems. For most of his time at work, no business requires effort. You have to stay late at work. Any hobbies? Golf, for sure. I don't know. A gambler. Hindi naman. Hobby nga lang. Serious people often came there. His wife says Alex wants to establish relationships with important people this way. Kung ano na pinipindot kong option. If he was successful at it, some unpleasant names might come up in this case, but the boss won't let us involve such people in the case without solid evidence. Of course, the only lead won't work because of bureaucracy. We have nothing anyway. Yeah, so playing poker with influential people does mean a connection with the mafia. So for now, we have nothing. I'm starting to think I won't solve this case quickly. I plan to spend the evening with Nora today. She promised to cook turkey. I really love it. Aww. Sana all may Nora. I was already mentally prepared to open a good one from my collection. Looks like the family is cancelled. Wow. Nora will be upset. Frank. I hate when that woman is sad. Well, okay. I'm heading to the station. Oh, go home. Please go home. Okay.
Frank and Nora have been married for 8 years. They suit each other well, though Nora isn't exactly thrilled about Frank's job.
8 long years. Jane. Hi, Sister said you might be able to help me. Oh. Okay, depends on what needs to be done. The coursework is due in a week. And all I have done is a title page. Wow, you passed the hardest part. Okay. Okay. Ang galing mo dun, Jane. But I made it through. So what's the topic of the coursework? Wow. Psychological characteristic of a serial killer's personality. What? Bakit yan yung title mo? I'm interested in serial killers. Well, Sounds like I'm a bit crazy. Oh, but yes. I have been interested in murder investigation. I choose the topic myself. Oh, wow. Well, the topic is the atmosphere of our city. Quite well. Personal topic. Psychological features of personality of a serial killer. Wow, Jem Pulaski. Really? Have you investigated any serial murders? I didn't have to. In fact, it's extremely rare for someone to become a serial killer. Sinungaling ka, Barry. Sorry. In most cases, the killer is found after their first victim. The last series of murder was about 13 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Seriously? Seriously? I thought there would be more in our city. You don't need to know that thing. Mag-thesis ka na lang. Focus ka sa thesis mo. What about the case 2 years ago when some grape shop school children on Dayton Avenue? All the newspaper wrote about him. They called those mass murders. They kill many people in one episode in one city. Hitmen and other contract killers can be considered serial killers either. Oh, no, I don't know. Na ganun pala yun. Pag serial killer pala, konektado, isang pumapatay, pero in different location at different times. Mas murder pala kapag one episode, pag sa isang pangyayari lang, then sa isang lugar lang. As pag may upper or boss, katulad ng hitman or contract killers, hindi rin pala sila serial killer kahit marami na sila napatay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So who can be considered a serial killer? A killer becomes a serial killer when they kill 2 or more victims with long intervals between them. We call these periods cooling off periods. Baliw ka ba, Jane? So the creep who killed family Madison Belmont a few months ago can be called serial killer. He first killed his wife and child, then killed his mother-in-law the next day. He can be called a despicable bastard. The guy just lost it. The police caught him at the gas station, pouring blood from head to toe. Crazy bastard. Who was the last serial killer here? I don't know. Alden Reed, he was caught in 1997. Sentenced to death for 7 murder. Before him, there was Michael Magliolo in 1991. Got life plus 50 years on top of sexual assault and murder of Donna Bucket. He confessed to 12 more murders but wasn't charged as he provided no evidence. Horrible. How? Okay. It's terrifying to think this all happened in the street of your city, not just on TV. Still want to start for your coursework? Not even starting now. Baka serial killer ka, Jane. It's interesting to understand what goes on in the mind of such people, if they can be called people at all. Okay, first you need to understand the basic and terminology. Thank you. When I finish with this, I write to you. And be sure to send me the result. I'll be interested to read it myself. Definitely. Boom. Boss, sino ka ba? Ito, boss. Barry, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. I got a situation in my hands. Talk to me. A ship disappeared from radar Arctic sunrise. Warnings were sent but it vanished out of nowhere. Wait nga lang, ayusin ko nga. Sa ko ba pwede ilagay ito dito na lang kaya. And I repeat, I'm not pro or magaling dito sa voice over. And I'm not what you call that. Basta, I'm not a good narrator as well. Okay, radio silence on the team got some repeating signal, short and corrupted. No one else on the team can break it down. Our decoder sick. Something with his lung. He's on a ventilator now. That is right, but no luck. And we need to figure out fast if it's a distress signal or something worse. So you tell me, what a no-no. Syempre, barika eh. You know, if it's a code encrypted message, no one cracks it better than me. Say what you got. I'm so excited about this gameplay. A, B, 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 A, 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 B, 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 B. Okay.
Shane Bulger, old fool. I did military training with him once, and we became friends. He was always the one who went the extra mile, even if it meant getting shot in the ass. After my discharge, I disappeared off the radar, and he returned home to his native Gulf shores, where he got a job as a senior officer in the Coast Guard. He liked pulling people out of the water more than drowning them in the sand during training. We hadn't seen each other for a long time, but somehow friendship doesn't rust, especially when it smells like something serious.
Okay. Code na ako. ABC. Attack on board. SOS. Coordinates 29.6735 north, 88.0399 west. Yes, be careful out there, Shane.
Good evening, Nashville. We have some breaking news that has shocked the city. An investigation into local government corruption has uncovered a disturbing scheme involving several high-ranking officials. According to sources close to the investigation, these officials accepted bribes from local criminal organizations in exchange for turning a blind eye to their illegal activities. The scheme is alleged to have been in place for many years, with bribes amounting to millions of dollars. The FBI and local law enforcement agencies have made several arrests in connection with this case, including several high-level officials. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you updates as they become available.
Okay. Nangyayari at once, I'm already at the station. Let's start digging through this pile of crap. Any news? We have more problems here, Barry. Pathologist report came in. Pathology autopsy report. Dr. Shade F. Pierce. Body 72, Gilmore Alex. That occurred between 23 or it's 11, 25. Am I right? November. November 20, 2010. That occurred from ruptures of brain tissue caused by a gunshot. The source of coal matches a shell casing found at the crime scene. Traces of C21, H23, and O5. A drug based on the molecular formula of heroin were found in the victim's body. All others were killed by an identical shot to the hand. It's also noteworthy that all the other victims had heart failure, pulmonary edema, and tooth decay, which clearly indicates drug addiction. The bodies of all the victims except Alex Gilmore contain signs of cooling of the skin tissue. It can be assumed that they were kept in a freezer to avoid rotting and decay of the body. Wow, that's horrible. Okay. Alex Gilmore was killed yesterday at 11:30 p.m. All other victims were killed earlier. It looks like were kept in a freezer, found in a container, and they were taken out a day before we arrived. Yes, Alex Gilmore clears that among all the victims kasi pare-parehas na yung 5 victims. Then there's Alex Gilmore. It feels like the killer was preparing for this. He wanted us to find them. He killed gradually and waited for the right moment to set the scene. And I think Alex Gilmore is the key to solving this case. Yeah. Bastard psycho. A calculated and well-planned psycho. All the girls show signs of deteriorated teeth and needle marks, clear signs of drug addiction, so it's quite possible they were prostitutes. And you know very well who will travel such fashion. I think these murders are just the beginning. We should expect more victims. Do you think it's a serial killer? I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. And we definitely need to hurry. Agreed. Mrs. For the column basa. Maybe they know something interesting about Bill.
A serial killer? This case is getting more terrifying by the minute. I hope Frank's suspicions don't turn out to be true.
My sister, I was told about restaurant serves ramen. It's a Japanese soup. They say it's really delicious. Ang dami naman. Conversation. Wow, looks nice. Let's go tonight. You need to get some fresh air. Invitation accepted. When do we meet? When do we meet? I've almost finished the article. I submit Athens and then I'm free. Deal. Text me when you're free. Okay. By the way, did Jane take sushi? Yeah. Yeah, she did. I told her something about serial killer. She says she'll write back when she's done working on this material. Serious? About serial killers? Seriously? Yeah, that's what I thought. Seriously? And why isn't the discussion topic for you? Agreed to help her, not to flirt. Got it. The chin tension of double ever letter to emphasize the sarcasm? Yes. So you can hear the tone of voice I used if I said this in person. Oh, I got it. I could even imagine your annoyed face. Kapatid nga sila. After discussing all the serial killers for her coursework, try having normal human conversation with her. Otherwise, the only girl you'll go to restaurant with to eat ramen for me. Maybe I should go with her tonight instead of you. Wag pari, wag. Gandang single. Kinder Community.
In a major breakthrough against organized crime, Vice Department officers, led by Police Chief John Stoffel, carried out a successful raid on a clandestine drug laboratory linked to the notorious Hearns cartel. The raid, executed at dawn, resulted in the seizure of large quantities of illegal substances and the arrest of several key operatives. Stoffel praised the precision and efficiency of his team, emphasizing the department's relentless efforts to dismantle the cartel's operations.
Nice. Nice one. By the way, I forgot to mention. The ballistic report came. They analyzed the bullet. The shot was fired from a timber custom. However, the bullets have cuts, so it's possible to determine the exact amount. Cuts? Did you forget the basic of ballistics? Every bullet can be traced. I'm sorry. Every bullet can be traced to a specific gun model. That's why criminals make distinct cuts. They erase the identifiers on the bullet. So the killer isn't an idiot. Yeah. Calculated. Yeah. And that makes him very dangerous. Any other news? They recollected all the surveillance picture on the docks, but there's a ton of material, so analyzing it will take a while. Were all the witnesses questioned? There are almost no witnesses. Sorry, I'm bound. The old black guard can find his own boot door in the dark. He didn't see or hear anything noteworthy. Not much. We have no information about it. No detail about when or how they entered the country, nor where they lived, what they did all this time. Since these people didn't exist, we have no contact their home countries, police and request information. But that's just another headache and a mountain of bureaucratic crap to wait to. Got it. Alright then. Looks like me says good just arrived. Stay in touch.
Who are these people? Why is there no information on them? They couldn't have just appeared out of thin air.
Hey Dalton. Hey Dalton. Can you send me the order of the latest cipher from the mattress gang? I can. Did something happen? Not really. I just forgot my work laptop at the office and I will give these descriptions for a report. How's the case progressing? I'm eager to get a warrant for that scoundrel. If we nail him, we might freeze out some info on the killers. Yeah. We won't have a choice. That piece of trash only thinks about himself and how fat his wallet is. The prosecutor will file every charge possible these days. And that son of a bitch will have a choice between 30 years of big up soap in the shower or riding out this people's city at home with an ankle monitor for a few months. I think I end up getting a new pastor running for some Mexican or just doesn't forget some justice. That's not my problem. How much is will protect himself from peers? We won't pass him through the witness protection program. He doesn't qualify. And if Kims want to settle score with Machas, I won't shed a tear. Machas will stumble. Agreed, confidence. Yeah. And you? What about me? What are you up to between decoding part of cipher? Lately there's been less of those. Nothing special. I won't sabihin kay prank. Ay, tama ba? Kay prank. Sounds a bit depressing. The chocolate some charming night. Alright, we'll talk later. Matches, feel anything first? Don't let me know. Alright.
Roger was put in charge of the Kearns drug cartel case 2 years ago. In that time, he's caught him numerous times, but that bastard has enough connections to always get away. The cartel and its members often use encryption for their major deals, so they brought me in to help. At first I hesitated because working in the vice department is a constant headache. Plus, there's always the risk of ending up in a garbage bag at the bottom of a river. But Roger convinced me, and now we're working together.